Hi there, Nick Dutch back again one more time. Got another PM I want to go into. I can't actually reply to everybody's PMs. I can't go over the same person time and time again, but this particular one seems quite interesting. It's another astral projection related one, so we're going to go into it bit by bit. Okay. It says here, I have been meditating on and off for about 5 years or so. But in the past 6 months, I have been striving for an opening of the third eye and astral projection experience. I recently had an experience where I left my body and every organism I saw had an incandescent glow to it, but it felt very much like a dream. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. If it feels a bit like a dream, you're probably parts in the body, parts in dream and parts in the spirit body, to a certain degree, okay? So think about that and realize that it could have only been a partial conscious projection. Same goes for all of this stuff. If you don't play with it, it doesn't get better. So the more you practice, the better you can get to try and achieve some forms of strange experiences. Remember to try and see these as strange experiences. Don't try and ascribe too much objective reality to it, because doing that can drive you down strange paths of reasoning, which could be bad for you. So be a little skeptical, but on the other hand, carry on trying to have these strange experiences. Message goes on. So to try to determine which it was, I thought I would try to move through a wall. In an attempt to do so, the vibrations became much more intense and snap. I was waking up from what seemed to be a dream. Yeah, because if you do something which jolts you or startles you a bit when you're doing an astral projection, the astral body comes straight back to the physical very quickly, and it is like a snapping sensation. Straight back, just like being sucked from one place to another very quickly, and you can sometimes feel the rush of air through your body. That's the way it feels anyway. That's the sensation. I don't know whether there is air in the astral world, who knows? Okay, but it feels like that sometimes. But I was not sure. Whatever it was quite exciting and made the rest of my day optimistic. Anything you can say about this experience would be nice. Okay, well, as I say, play about with it. Try and experience more astral projection type experiences. Do more visualizations of trying to leave your body, and try to really put your soul into it. But don't do it in a stressed state of mind. If you're doing a stressed or tensed up state of mind, you're not going to get any strange experiences at all. It's going to be relaxed, peaceful, tranquil, and that's probably why religious experiences and religious exercises are good to become someone who can do strange stuff, because it makes you relaxed. It makes you think about things in a very calm way, and therefore if you do your visualization there, using the subconscious willpower, not your conscious stressed willpower, you can actually achieve something, okay? Or at least that's the way it seems in accordance with my experiences. I did have another PM earlier on today which said just the same thing I often get from extremist atheists, saying, why don't you just accept Dawkins? Why don't you just accept the atheist viewpoints? Well, the bottom line is, if I was to do so, that would be thoroughly dishonest, because it goes contrary to all of my personal experiences, which all point to the possibility of there being consciousness outside of the physical, the fact that we are all somehow interconnected, and the fact that there is some kind of immortality of the spirit to a certain degree. How it works, we don't know, but essentially there is something else bigger and better out there. So I'm not an atheist, and I most certainly cannot be an atheist, because it goes completely contrary to anything that I have experienced throughout my life. So throw that away. It's wrong. It doesn't matter what kind of scientific proof and evidence you can provide. My personal experiences suggest that telepathic things happen once in a while. Out-of-body experiences happen once in a while. There is some kind of effect from certain forms of healing practices, okay? There is some kind of body and mind interconnectivity, which with a lot of practice you can learn to use, and other stuff happens. So no, I'm not going to be an atheist, and I am not supporting atheist politics. I do act against literalism. I look into different religious perspectives anyway, even about the same faith, for instance. And if you look at Christianity, on one side of things, you got the people who I get involved with, who don't believe in hell, think that, okay, homosexuals can get married, that's fine, homosexuals can raise children, that's fine, who are not literalists, who don't believe the book of Revelation is anything to worry about, who don't think that the end times is something to worry about, who don't come out with claims which are unfalsifiable, who basically say, well, you know, these are the stories, this is what the book says, take it or leave it, we're just living this style of life because it does us some good, as opposed to what you see on the televangelist channels of people trying to terrify you into hating people who are gay, or terror the world is going to come to an end, or the end times are here, or that Jesus is about to return, so, you know, we got to do something terrible, and so on and so forth. You know, I mean, there's so many different politics about this stuff, and I reject all that dogmatic extreme end times, you know, there are people we have to hate kind of like mentality. I think it's stupid, but I don't think that that's actually got anything to do with a good attitude towards theological practices anyway, so that gets thrown out the window as well. Just my thoughts for today. Good fortune, God bless.